Coming up on today's episode of Airborne Unlimited, ultralight flyers attempt a Guinness record. The NTSB releases accident statistics. 4 out of 5 crew members on a recent flight too drunk to fly. I'm Bree Cross. It is August 11th, 2015, and this is Airborne Unlimited. Considering that ultralights usually stay pretty close to home, it's hard to imagine an event being held to set a worldwide ultralight Fly-in Guinness record, but that's exactly what's planned for October 10th of this year. The event, put together by Dayton Ultralights with the help of members of EAA Chapter 48 in Moraine, Ohio, is open to all pilots who fly aircraft classified as ultralight and/or open air. The term ultralight in this event is more of a loosely defined generic description rather than a legal description. The event is being held under the auspice of the World Ultralight Fly-in, known as the WWII. To participate, ultralight pilots must fly in their aircraft on October 10th and submit a dated photograph to WWII's Facebook page with their name, location, and type and model of aircraft. Once you have posted, you will receive a certificate of participation that officially identifies the pilots as a WWII pilot and a member of the very first World Ultralight Fly-in. The NTSB has released preliminary aviation accident statistics for 2014. In this release, they compare the fatal accidents in 2014 to those that occurred in 2013, which shows a slight increase in fatal general aviation accidents of 222 in 2013 to 253 in 2014. The overall number of general aviation accidents decreased slightly from 2013 to 2014. Despite reporting fewer accidents, the accident rate for general aviation aircraft increased from 6.26 per 100,000 flight hours in the previous year to 6.74 in 2014. There were 28 accidents involving Part 121 commercial air transport operations, while the number of accidents involving scheduled Part 135 commuter operations decreased from 7 in 2013 to 4 in 2014. On-demand Part 135 operations, which include charter, air taxi, air tour, and air medical flights, reported 35 accidents in 2014, which is down 10 from the previous year. The report did not include an analysis of the accidents. After the break, crew member use of alcohol delays a flight.
Now certified, Aspen Avionics single-band ADS-B ATX100 and ATX100G transceivers are the next-gen ADS-B solution that provides the features pilots need while keeping flyaway costs low. Check it out now at aspenavionics.com.
Redbird is quickly becoming the industry standard for flight training. Since Redbird introduced its revolutionary FMX in 2007, colleges, universities, and flight training operations around the world have integrated Redbird products into their curriculum. It's time to discover what Redbird can do for you. Join the migration.
AML's patent-pending wireless induction charging system eliminates confusion over those charging cables, cuts down cockpit cable clutter, and allows you and your passengers to fly cordless and eliminate the cable nightmare. www.aviationmodificationleaders.com.
Welcome back. If you have a story suggestion for Airborne Unlimited, Aero-TV, our website, or podcast, just email to news-spy@aero-news.net. An air-Baltic flight was delayed for nearly 5 hours on Saturday when 4 of the 5 crew members were removed from the flight for alleged alcohol abuse. It's reported that air-Baltic flight said, quote, Flight BT7843 from Oslo, Norway, to Chania on the Greek Island of Crete was delayed by 4 hours and 45 minutes due to its crew being removed from operating the flight, end quote. According to the report, 4 out of 5 crew members were under the initial suspicion for alcohol abuse. The report indicated that airBaltic temporarily suspended the involved 4 crew members until the investigation is completed. airBaltic is quoted as saying, airBaltic apologizes for the inconvenience and delay caused to our customers airBaltic reiterates that it has zero tolerance for diverting from the safety principles, and as soon as a comprehensive investigation is completed, we will evaluate additional safety measures in cooperation with aviation authorities, end quote. There is no confirmation whether or not the passengers receive free drinks for the inconvenience. Every Tuesday, we're going to look ahead at some of the more interesting events in the aviation universe. Here is this week's Aero-Calendar. The Rocky Mountain Air Show and Flyin takes place in Englewood, Colorado on August 14th and 15th. Admission is free to all pilots and passengers of aircraft flown in. There will be aircraft judging, a free pancake breakfast Saturday and Sunday, camping, an air show, and acres of aircraft on display. Also on August 15th, the Big Bear Air Fair is being held in beautiful Big Bear City, California. For more than 30 years, the airport has welcomed audiences young and old to experience the thrill of aviation. It's a fantastic event for pilots, passengers, and anybody who loves the beautiful mountains around Big Bear Lake. If you fly something that floats, August 15th marks the Minnesota-based EAA Chapter annual airplane-seaplane fly-in at Moberg Air Base Seaplane Base on Bemidji Lake, just southwest of the Bemidji Regional Airport. Spend time with friends, enjoy the food, and relax on the lakeshore. The annual Tail Dragger Rendezvous also takes place on August 15th near Indianapolis, Indiana. EAA Chapter 900 hosts this annual fly-in, which attracts a wide variety of aircraft and pilots for a fine lunch, tire kicking, story trading, Young Eagles flights, and a classic car show. It's located on Post Air Airport, which is privately owned but open to all. After these messages, an emergency airworthiness directive is issued for certain Bell helicopters.
Concorde's recombinant gas RG series sealed battery technology produces a high-performance battery with the advantages of being pre-tested and fully charged at the factory. Find out more about Concorde's entire line of batteries at www.concordebattery.com. Concorde, the heart of your aircraft.
Sandia introduces the new SAI 340 Quattro TSO'd airspeed, attitude, altitude, and slip. With integral backup battery, safety never looked so good. See it now at www.sandia.aero.
The KSN 770 is an affordable, WAS-enabled integrated MFD with a flexible hybrid user interface from Bendix King. Get your fingers on the 770's perfect blend of touchscreen and hard buttons. Easily control your GPS navigation, Navcom, weather, traffic, and terrain in any condition. For more information, go to bendixking.com.
There's a difference between charting a steady course and pushing for the ceiling. And for nearly a century, Hartzell Propeller has been defining that difference. It's in our passion for engineering and research and our dedication to testing the limits of performance. We are built on honor. We are Hartzell Propeller.
Welcome back. With so much news coming out of the aviation industry, we're summarizing some other interesting stories in a brief segment we call Around the Patch. The FAA has issued an emergency AD for Bell Helicopter Textron Canada Limited Model 429 helicopters. The issue is with tail rotor pitch link assemblies, and if not corrected, could fail, resulting in subsequent loss of control of the helicopter. A new congressional report takes aim at the airline industry for failing to adequately disclose extra fees and add-on costs. The report found that fees such as change and cancellation penalties and preferred seating are hiding the true cost of air travel. The remains of an airman missing since World War II have been identified and are being returned to his family for burial with full military honors. Army Air Force's 2nd Lieutenant Stephen V. Bizes will be buried August 14th in Arlington National Cemetery. The International Civil Aviation Organization has identified a spam email which advises recipients that they are million-dollar prize winners of a fraudulent World Aviation promo contest. ICAO and IATA logos are used. Don't open the PDF and delete immediately. Ken Regalado of Rochester, Michigan, won the Young Eagles Raffle Grand Prize awarded at AirVenture this year. He now owns a red 2015 Ford Mustang GT convertible donated by the Ford Motor Company and Cal Zurich Ford of Wausau, Wisconsin. Well, that's our trip around the patch. Now let's move on to the rest of the news. Chinese officials are planning to spend billions more on aviation infrastructure, including new general aviation facilities, according to the country's next 5-year plan, which is expected to be drafted by October and finalized in March 2016. According to the National Business Aircraft Association, the planning director for the Civil Aviation Administration of China, known as the CAAC, said the draft plan anticipates more than 260 major and regional airports by 2020. The head of the CAAC has heralded the potential for general aviation to boost the economy and mentioned the possibility of building up to 2,800 general aviation airports. China currently only has 78 dedicated airports. Other issues involved with the expansion of GA and China are that GA airport runways are currently built to a length of 3,281 feet, and the altitude at which GA airplanes may operate is highly restricted. It's reported the issues of short runways and low operating altitudes may also be addressed as the infrastructure improves. Well, that's our program for today. Remember to get comprehensive real-time 24/7 coverage of the latest aviation and aerospace stories anytime at aero-news.net. Remember that Airborne Unlimited is streamed daily Monday through Friday, with additional breaking news bulletins for important stories that fall outside of our normal deadlines. Please join us and a growing roster of over 100 outstanding industry associations and organizations every weekday for the best in aviation and aerospace news from the staff of the Aero-News Network, the aviation world's most comprehensive news and information resource.